Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Sarah Martin with The Contoured Chemist. This is part 2. We are talking Advent Calendar today. If you missed part 1, go back and watch that. It's sharing all of the new releases for Seint's Holiday 2025, except this bad boy. Because if you wanted to be surprised, I didn't want to ruin it for you. So here is your caveat, here is your warning, your PSA. If you want to be surprised, if you like surprises, don't watch this video. This will release on Tuesday, November 18th at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, US, Canada, UK. Now, if you don't like surprises, or you don't know if your loved ones will like this, or if you will want this for your collection, you want to make sure you don't have a bunch of shades already like this, we're going to open this bad boy up. We're going to swatch. I'm going to see if I think anything compares to it that needs to be swatched next to it. And we're going to do a little eyeshadow. So let's get right on into it. If you want to check it out, please keep watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for being here. All right, so if you missed video 1, I kind of described the Advent. Just to recap, 12 brand new eyeshadow shades. I am gonna unbox them, warning, in this video. So it was explained to us that this was designed in a different fashion from years past. So these are not all shimmers like last year's. I feel like every Advent calendar that we've ever done has been vastly different. I believe this is number 4 for eyeshadows at least. And this one is more of like coordinating shades as you go around. I find it to be kind of like 3 color stories, but there are some neutrals in there that could certainly go with any of the colors, if that makes sense. But we do have some mattes, we have some great shimmers. And what it looks like to me is that it's going to be very different in like filling some holes that we have within our permanent line. To save time, I'm going to start with number 1, open it up so you can see what this actually looks like, because it comes in this gorgeous box that you can keep. But then for the purpose of time, I'm going to open all of them so you guys don't, so this video is not like forever and a day. So it just pops right open. We're going to start with numero 1. And this one is called Sparkling Cider. I'm gonna drop it in the new Plum Floral Palette. Build these color stories. I'm gonna open all of these and we'll be right back. My first warning is, do not freshly paint your nails and then open this Advent calendar. It wasn't hard to open, but this motion, yeah, just ruined that thumbnail. But I will say, very well packaged. I don't think these could possibly break. And then this part will then come out and I have a new storage box. Is that not pretty? So giftable. I love it. Okay. You're probably like, Sarah, stop talking. Swatch these already. Number 1, Sparkling Cider. Looks, ooh. And again, this is like my first impression. Very buttery. I will be honest, upon first impression, I was like, ooh, that looks like it's gonna be one of the chunky ones. It's not. It's not at all. See how finely milled that shimmer is? Thank you, Seint. Very like beautiful, almost taupe shimmer. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. It's like so pretty. Oh my God, it's okay. How do I describe it? It's got little bitty, very finely milled shimmer of almost iridescence to it. I swear I see some like iridescent, like the unicorn kind of shimmer where it almost looks like a little lavender. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it because I feel like on camera it just looks very sparkly. It's so pretty. Okay, I love that because to me that is really neutral. From afar, you might be able to see a titch of lavender. It's like the shimmer of it is a little lavender, silver to lavender, but like the base of it is very taupe, very neutral. Like this all over the eye, matte in the crease, done. I will wear this shade so much. Okay, so Sparkling Cider. Day 2, Sunday. Oh, all right, this is one I remember is very deceiving. Okay, so I'm gonna put it next to this so you can see just how white this background is versus this. Okay, so it almost looks probably blown out on camera. Looks really light. That's something we do not have. Really pale taupe. Again, these two colors are beautiful one another. So for those of you who love a shade all over one and done, matte all over the lid, and you are cool undertoned in any way, shape, or form, or have lighter, fair skin tones, or you just prefer a cool shade on your lid, that is gonna be your girl. Sunday. I decided I'm gonna swatch them all, and then I'm gonna do what I think the closest comparison is on the other side so you guys can see them side by side. That's my plan. Day 3 is Copper. That one is screaming my name. I'd say this one looks a little bit like You Complete Me. Formulation feels different, but the overall color catches light more, but it looks more copper than You Complete Me. Like the name is very fitting. Oh my gosh. Do you see how that went on? You Complete Me doesn't go on like that. Like this is like, oof, that's pretty. Just a beautiful shimmer. Definitely different shimmery tone than this one. If you can see, like this one's got the little bitty like reflective particles, and this goes on more like everything is very more metallic, more foiled, but not a chunky foil. Let me make that clear. So far, I don't see any fallout or any chunky shimmers that I think should be avoided for mature eye. Okay, the last from this first 4 color story, I remember from them telling us that it's gonna be a little scary for some people. There's not very many what I would call scary shades in this, even when comparing it to the last year's Advent. This color looks gorgeous, but a lot of you are gonna be scared of it. So don't be scared. Clementine. Oh, I think she's so pretty. Now I love me a warm shade. So there's like the first 4. So you guys know how I like to put on eyeshadow. So for me, I wouldn't necessarily call this a look per se, but they do all coordinate. Okay, so I hope that's clear. This is very much nothing like we have. It's almost like a yellow orange shimmer, very bright. It goes on like, I should have swatched that one fully on camera. It's very finely milled. Just, it's like almost like an orange base with like yellow gold shimmer in it. Do you see that? Very finely milled. Once again, the formulation of these are superb. I don't know if I could pick a favorite so far. I'm really stoked to try this one on the eye because we don't really have anything like that one at all. And it's neutral. I love me some neutral. But this with the right outfit could be stunning. It will make certain eye colors pop, 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 pop. Mostly blue eyes. That is contrasting, straight opposite of blue. So pretty. Okay, let's do the next ones. Ooh. Chantilly Lace. This one's been requested. Chantilly Lace, as you can see, straight white matte. I know so many people have been wanting this. Some people like to carve out their brows, highlight. If you want brightness without shimmer, it's just a white matte. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this on my arm because I feel like I'm gonna have to, I feel like it doesn't even show up white on me. Okay, but it's white. So this one's a little bit more taupe based. This one is white. I think I'm gonna need to swatch these a little bit farther over if we're gonna do comparison. So Chantilly lace, easy to remember, straight white matte. There you go. Number, let's see, 4, 5, 6 is called Swan Song. Oh, okay, looks cool upon first impression. Looks super shimmery next to Swan Song. I am wiping my fingers off on a wipe in between. All right, let's get this bad boy. Holy moly, that makes unicorn look subtle. Okay. Very pigmented for such a light shade. I feel like even in comparison to, wow, that is very foiled. I'm gonna have to compare that to some of them we already have. Really pretty, definitely more cool shimmer, more of that iridescent type shimmer in my opinion, kind of in the silver realm, but it's not silver. It's not like glass slipper at all. Maybe it's kind of almost like a mix between unicorn and glass slipper, but not the same formulation. These are so like silky and the shimmer is finer. So ever since last year's, it's like the formulation has changed. For the better, in my opinion. I don't like the chunky shimmers. I've not been quiet about that. Okay, 7. Julia. I think this is the one I've been most excited about. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. So you know how I always said like Everest is different. This one's like Everest. And Everest I don't feel like ever got, I think it's discontinued now. I never like, people didn't understand it because it looks completely different online. It wasn't. It was like a gray matte with a touch of shimmer in it. Okay, so see how this almost has like a matte base. It's not at all shimmery like these others, right? So you can tell, you can almost see this straight up. This one looks really shimmery. These two are very similar. These two are more similar in far as formulation goes and shimmers, okay? This one is like a matte base, so it goes on more matte, but there is a slight sparkle. Do you see that? I know it's hard to capture, just a little bit. So this is perfect for those of you that are like, I don't like shimmers. This, you could still get a little bit of light reflection on the lid, but get that matte. It's like the best of both worlds. And I was really hoping we would have more like that because I feel like it is a missing category in so many of the standard eyeshadows on the market. And this mauve-ish, like not purple, not mauve, kind of like in between lavender and mauve tone. I think I'm gonna have to use this one today. So pretty. Okay, Juliet. You see that? It goes on like a matte, but it has a little bit, just a little. Like a lot of people swatch this type and are like, oh, that's matte. But it's not. It has not a lot. Like it's almost like a slight spray of gold. To me, it looks gold. Is it gold or silver? I have so many like sparkles on my fingers right now. It's hard for me to, it might be silver, it might be something else on my arm, but there's Juliet. Okay, so pretty. It looks way more purple, I feel like, than it does in the tin. I feel like it looks more mauve. It almost looks purple on my arm. Maybe that's because of my undertones. Okay, number 8, let's finish this color story with Ruffle. This is one of the ones I remember is deceiving. it looks like straight up the color of my shirt, which I love, by the way. But here is a matte for you. And let me make sure I have no shimmer on. I wanted to show you guys just how deceiving this is. Whoa, it even feels different. I don't know what it is, but this formulation feels different. Okay, and it's not nearly as pigmented as it looks. Okay, so it's not as dark, not as pigmented. Now I put my finger in there a lot. It almost looks like it's got some staining power to it. Ooh, that's pretty, especially when kind of blend it out a little bit. Like you could just like throw some, kind of blend it out, get that color. Deceiving, right? That's ruffle. So to complete that little color story, you can see it's kind of like cool. So I would say this one, I mean, these are cool, these are warm, these are cool, these are cool, but this last one's got a touch of warmth. It's kind of that weird, I always call it that weird limbo category, like in between like red and purple. Those red purples can pull cool or warm. This one actually pulls a little bit more warm than cool in my opinion. But I think it'll go either way depending on what you're pairing it with. Okay. Last four, let's go with, oh no, I didn't. Oh my gosh. I was like, I just opened Ribbon. No, I just opened Ruffle. Oh my gosh. I thought I got two of the same shade. Crisis averted. This is Ribbon. Ribbon. Ruffle. Ribbon. I am going to mix those up. Guaranteed. Okay. Ribbon. So pretty. Okay. Very excited about this. Wow. This one looks, again, more, I swear these look iridescent to me. You guys might be able to see this one. Maybe it's because they're partially duochrome. Like this one feels like a duochrome formula, kind of like last year's duochromes. You see how that shifts? Oh, that's pretty. So very kind of like blue, lavender undertones. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. I'd say it pulls, like it looks almost kind of silvery in the 10. Definitely has that shift of that blue lavender. It looks almost, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I'm laughing at myself because I'm like, oh my gosh, that swatch is stunning. I hope it translates. Probably not. Stunning. It is like, it reminds me of this first one that almost has like the tiny little flecks of shimmer. Can you guys see the shift there? Little bitty flecks, but that's so pretty. Okay, Ribbon. Ribbon is definitely that. It has a shift to it. Number 10 is called Whisper. My hands are getting slick from my makeup wipe. Okay. Oh. Okay, definitely a matte. Let's put it next to the white ones. Okay, so I described this first one as taupe. This one's white. This one's gray. And honestly, it's going to be one of those things. Obviously, the white looks white, but it's one of those things that's going to be deceiving probably on camera. And you have to compare them to each other to kind of see. Like this one's definitely gray when you look at it next to this one. And this one has more warmth to it. Although I would still say this is more cool than warm, in my opinion. This one is definitely way more cool. Okay, so if you were gonna like rank these mattes in coolness, obviously white is the most cool. Then we got Whisper, and then, oh my gosh, I can't remember these names. Sunday. So Chantilly Lace. So white, gray, and then the taupe. It's pretty. This one's swatch is very, very soft. Like it's a very soft formulation. Okay. What did I say the name was? Whisper. It is kind of just like a whisper of gray. It's so pretty. I feel like I didn't swatch the Chantilly lace one as well. I feel like it's not as pure white, like it doesn't go on as opaque as this one does. Whisper is really smooth. Like that goes on really easily. So just a heads up. So we're going into a cooler color story, I can tell. Next is Rocky. So we got number 11. Can you tell? I called it cooler color story. So so many people love all of our cool undertone shades. Ooh, is that not a pretty gray? It almost just is like, yeah, it's more of a slightly blue undertoned gray. Ooh, another really buttery, soft one. So again, colors can really depend on like your skin tone. So what I call a mid-tone matte, I mean, the closest mid-tone matte for me would probably be this one, because these lighter tones are too light for me to get depth and contrast out of my crease. This one maybe, but like I would probably use that more in like outer corner. This one's a little light as well, but if you have a lighter skin tone, some of these shades you might be able to use as your crease color. And then this might be like a dramatic smoky eye outer corner color for you. So just know that. I mean, obviously different tones show up differently on different skin tones, but the one thing I will add is a mid-tone matte for my skin tone, which you guys can probably guess what it's gonna be. I'm gonna use Dream. I am so excited. This color is back. And honestly, this color will pair with everything in this advent calendar. It's like perfect timing. Okay, we got one left, and this is called Silver Screen, number 12. You guys ready? Ooh, that reminds me of a MAC shade I used to wear all the time. So pretty. So looks almost black. It's not, it's more like, I'd say like gunmetal. Ooh, is that not pretty? Okay, let's swatch her. Ooh, you can tell how it changes when you actually dip in. You can see the reflection. Ooh, is that not pretty? It's like a gunmetal, but like it goes towards blue, right? Can you see the hint of blue in there? I think it's because the reflection of it is like a blue shimmer. So Silver Screen, that could make like the prettiest. Oh my gosh, I almost want to like buy something in that color for a holiday party just so that I can create a really killer look with those. So there you go. There is all 12 of our advent calendar shades. I'm so curious to see what you guys are favoriting. Which one are you most excited about? I'll be honest, I kind of want to like use pieces from a lot of these into an eye look. Ooh, I promise you guys comparisons. So I'm going to find what I think is the most comparable and swatch them on this side real quick, and I'm going to show you guys each. All right, before I forget everything I just swatched, let's do a little comparison. All right, first up, we have over here, we have Sparkling Cider. Closest thing, in my opinion, that we have that's taupe and shimmery is going to be Stardust, but you can tell this one, very different. I mean, the formulation is completely opposite. This is just a straight shimmer, darker, more taupe. This has more iridescence in the little shimmer particle size as well. Next we have Sunday, which is very light taupe matte shade. And I compared it to Pup because I think Pup is the closest. If I was to look at it, Pup is actually darker. So if that tells you anything, if Pup is too dark for you, which I have had clients say that it is, they're both cool. Pup is a little bit darker even than Sunday. Next is Copper. I'd say this is the most similar to of all of them. Here is Copper and here is You Complete Me. They have different shimmers in it. So You Complete Me is just like a straight shimmer. The shimmer is like the color of the base of the shadow. And Copper actually has like a silver shimmer to it, which makes it reflect the light more. Can you see that? Otherwise, the base of them is very similar as far as color goes. I feel like Copper has it looks a titch more pink to me, but I think that's just the way it's shimmering. I'm sorry, these stupid permanent bracelets are totally in the way. But do you see that? So this one catches the light far better, in my opinion, than You Complete Me. Clementine, we don't have anything like this. Closest we've got is Crush, which is very much more of like a peachy shimmer, and Clementine is obviously more of that orange yellow. Then we have Chantilly Lace. We don't have anything white. Closest we've got is Cupcake, which is a cream, but you can see the color comparison there. So this is going to be a little bit more warmer. This one's cooler. Next is Swan Song. Closest I could find would be Unicorn, just because they're both like icy white shimmers. Again, formulation is very different. This is just a straight shimmer. The shimmer is the same color. This has a lot more of that silver iridescent sparkle to it, catches the light even more so. Next we have is Juliet. Again, nothing else. We have nothing else in our collection like this formulation now that Everest is gone. So a matte base, little bit of shimmer. It's hard to even see it. Closest we have would be London, which is also kind of purple, but obviously this is more like darker gray-based purple. This is a lot more towards the pink spectrum. And yeah, completely different formulations. This one I've always called like a satin. It's got a sheen to it, but not really shimmery. Next we have Ruffle, which honestly, we had shades that were in that color family and I tried to just do permanents over here. We have nothing else permanent that's anywhere close. We got rid of like all of the burgundy tones except for Revival, which is so dark it almost doesn't even look burgundy. So I went ahead and this is a matte, Ruffle is a matte. I put it next to Gilded, which is a shimmer, but Gilded is more red. This one's more pink in it, I'd say. And definitely not the same formulation. Next we have Ribbon, which I am so excited to try this shade. It's so pretty. Ribbon is very iridescent. What did I put next to it? I put Venus because this one's got that purple shift shimmer to it. And Venus does have a slight purple undertone, like a lavender shimmer sparkle, but like they don't look anything like each other when side by side, to be honest, because this one's just a straight shimmer and this one is so iridescent. Like when I look down on my arm, it's pulling very blue lavender shimmer. So it kind of reminds me of that iridescent glitter we had for a little bit, which I can't remember which one that was. Those were all discontinued as well. So then we have Whisper, which is the gray matte, which again, closest would be Pop. We don't have any other grays. This one is far more gray, cool based, and Pop almost looks warm in comparison to this one. So if that tells you anything. And I'd say this one is lighter as well. Okay, next we have Rocky, which is almost like a blue gray. It doesn't even look gray on my arm compared to how it does in the tin, I feel like. So closest would be, I put Trust due to the depth. I think Oak or Trust would be close, but again, neither of those are blue based or blue undertoned. These are just straight like gray to charcoal. to cool based, and this one has got more blue in it. And last but not least, Silver Screen, which reminded me of Junior Prom. They're a little bit more similar. If you look at it straight down, Silver Screen has a lot more of that blue, that almost like teal undertone. It's got like more of a silvery shimmer to it. And this one almost looks like black with a slight silver shimmer. Does that make sense? So Junior Prom versus that, you can tell how much more blue it looks when you compare the two. I hope that helped. Okay, I had to show at least one eye look real quick. I couldn't help it. Some of these colors are calling to me. I went ahead and started off my base with Dream eyeshadow in the crease. I know my own skin tone well enough to know most of these colors are cool, and there are no dark enough mid-tone mattes for my skin tone, but Dream is definitely one of those. And this color, like I said, will go with all of these beautifully. So I went ahead and carved out my crease and went underneath my lash line with Dream. Now I'm dying to use, see if I can remember all the names. I used Juliet, this beautiful, I don't even know what to call it, mauvey lavender. And I'm just gonna use this smudge brush, and I put, and I do kind of see now the shimmer is cool. It's like silver. So, and then I'm just going to like press that on the lid. This would be such a beautiful all matte look if you like that. Just a little bit of Dream in this color, balancing the cool and the warm. It's so pretty. So I just put a little bit of that color for the pop of color, and then I was like, it looks straight up matte. It does not look like, this looks like almost like a purplish smoky eye on me. I wanted to add some shimmer. So which color did I go in? I went in with the one from this color story, Sparkling Cider, and I just used my finger. This is the taupey one. And I swear, if you like just like a pop of like catching the light, this color is gonna be so universal to put over any matte, because it's just showing that shimmer. It almost looks like a glitter topper, but like not a chunky glimmer. I don't have fallout. You can build it up and get more of that like opaque look, but then it almost changes color and it looks more cool on the eye, at least on me, over the cool tone, you know? Very first one, which it does have a cool shimmer in it. I can't wait to use that on bare lid to kind of show that taupiness. Oh, I'm excited to play. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more of the purpley color. So I tried this. This is such a different formulation. You have to let me know. It's almost like putty. Look, it's almost like a stain, like a putty. I've never had an eyeshadow like that. I've had blushes like that. Never had an eyeshadow. So it applies differently. It doesn't apply powdery. So I kind of like pressed into it and got some, and you'll notice like when I press into it, that's so different. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get used to it. So I used the round end of my smudge brush, and I just kind of popped a little bit in the outer corner. I wanted to get a little bit of depth, but remember, this one is not as dark. I just wanted to get a little bit of that burgundy, which we don't have any more of. I wanted to get a little bit more of that, for a little bit of depth. Then I used a little bit of liner along my lash line, espresso, and then I just used this kind of like detailed end of the lash brush to kind of just smudge Revival, which I felt like would go with this color combo really well, along the lash line in the outer corner for depth, because truly for me, I like a dark lash line, and the only thing dark enough would be, well, this looks like it would be dark enough, but it's not, would be this, and I really didn't want a shimmer or that. I didn't think that tone would look right with the purple. So a little bit more with one of my staple shades. Then to be honest, I started playing around with different shades to highlight my inner corner. I don't even remember what I put on. I think I put on several, so you'll have to forgive me. Which one did I put on? I put on this one. I was dying to try this one, which is Ribbon. And when concentrated in a small space, like the tear duct, you can really see the like blue shift, the shimmery blue shift, in my opinion. So I'm not gonna put that under my brow. I'm gonna stick with, which one's this? Swan Song is the cooler shimmer. And how many more can I throw on my lid, right? All right, let me put on some lips. I'll be right back. Okay, friends, there we go. I put on a little chai pencil and just used good old Sadie on the lips, and we're gonna call this look number 1. I am sure lots of looks to come because there are so many options for a great, just use a matte all over the lid. Keep it easy. Pop a little shimmer right in the center. There, color combinations galore, especially with a lot of our basic permanent shades that you guys know I live and die by. Can't wait to play. I'm curious, what do you guys think of this year's Advent calendar? What do you think of the shades? Which one's your favorite? Which one are you most excited about? Which one do you hope will become permanent? And are you gonna be picking her up this year? Remember, it's while supplies last, and they told us that's not gonna be coming back like Shades of the Season was last year. So I'm not sure exactly what's gonna happen. You guys will learn as soon as I do. I hope that was helpful in making your buying decisions, and happy new releases. Again, Tuesday, November 18th. If you are on my newsletter, you'll be getting all of this information as well. So stay tuned. I'm sending it out soon as I can before the release. If you need help with some of the permanent eyeshadow shades, I will put my eyeshadow color match questionnaire down in the drop box and the pinned comment down below so you guys can get your base shades as well. As always, thank you again for watching part 2, and I will see you guys next week. Love you.